Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Regrowth with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day. As always, it's been a few days, but we're back. We're ready to start doing some natural Majinga things. It's going to be glorious. Now, in the last episode, we made ourselves some things. I can't actually remember what we did. Oh, we did some farmcraft. That's the one. And between this and the last episode, I've been making some things and I've been collecting mana because we want to be fighting the Wither fairly soon. That's kind of the next big stepping stone. And I kind of thought before I fight the Wither, I want to make sure that I can, you know, beat the Wither and take him down in a decent fashion. So I've made myself some Terra gear. Although I haven't done the boots just yet with the enchanting, because we're going to do that today because I didn't want to enchant all of it on camera because it would be fairly lengthy, so I thought I would save one bit because we're going to do Botanical enchanting instead of regular enchanting because it's just better. And I've also made a bow with some arrows and, you know, it's not bad. Added a few bits to it, upgraded my sword a little bit so it's got 23 attack damage. Probably going to want something like a rapier for this, but I already made a cleaver for taking off guys' heads, so we're gonna stick with that because, well, why not? So that's pretty much that. And we're also going to do some potions and make some pendants. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a fairly fruitful episode today. Now, I set this area up over here, and this is where I've been doing my enchanting. This is mana enchanting. And what you do is you lay your pylons out just like this. You make sure you have flowers underneath. They don't need to be the same one. I just went with glimmering white flowers because, one, they're white, which is a very clean colour. And two, it lights the place up so I don't have to have torches everywhere. They don't even need to be glimmering, they can be whatever you like. But there's that. It has to be botanical flowers though. You can't go putting poppies there or something. So that's going to do that for us. And what you do is you place this obsidian like such. And you have there is a piece of obsidian underneath this weird block right here as well. So make sure you've got that. And you have some grassy blocks. You place down some flowers. And then to activate this, you place a block of lapis right here in the middle. And then you slap it with your wand of the forest. And that gives you this awesome mana enchanter block. Now, you do have to give it mana, and you can do that a couple of ways. You can give it a mana spreader, so you can fire bursts into this block, or you can use sparks like I'm using because sparks are a little bit cleaner, and I find that they tend to transfer mana a little bit faster as well, so that's why we're using these. We've got a pool here full of mana, and we're going to do some enchanting. Now, the one that I want to enchant is my bootings. I haven't done too much enchanting. I've only got protection 4 on all of these, and the reason we have protection 4 is because in the last episode, or it might have been the one before, we did a quest and we got ourselves a free enchanted book, and that enchanted book was protection 4. I've got a couple more here that I've done myself, but the protection 4 is the one that we got here. Now, the one thing that's so good about the mana enchanter is that when you enchant with mana, you don't actually use your book up, which is super cool. So if we place down our Terra boots on top like that, and then we use our booking like such, and then we give it a slap with the wand of the forest. Here we go, let's give it a little thing. There we go, you can see it starting to do stuff. We've got a little pie chart on there, slowly going around, and when we see a little thing like that, there we go, when we see this little come up, we can grab our book, and we can leave, and poof, there we go. We got ourselves some enchanted Terra Steel books, Terra Steel blocks, things, with protection 4. I'm pretty sure my enchanted book just went in here, yes. But you'll see we get to keep our book, which is super cool, so use a little bit of mana up. It doesn't actually use up as much mana as you'd think. When I first started doing this, I thought it was going to use up a lot of mana. You know, you're keeping the protection book, or you keep whatever book you throw in there. You're basically getting a free enchant for a little bit of mana. And it is really a little bit of mana, which makes it so good. So there is that. Let's go over here. I'm going to place my bookings back inside my chest. There we go. And that gives me my Terra Steel boots. When we get these, we do get the set bonus. So 20% less mana cost on mana tools. Pretty cool. And regen even if hunger isn't topped off. So as long as we have, well, even if we're like down here on our hunger bars, if we're halfway on our little pig sticks, we will still be regenerating health, which is pretty cool. But that's probably not going to see us through a Wither fight. We might be able to do it like this. You know, we probably could do it like this. Terra Steel armor is pretty strong. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to do some mana alchemy, which will allow us to be even stronger. Now, in one of the last episodes, we did a quest. We got ourselves this flask of fortitude. I'm going to show you how you do the flasks and how we do a pendant, which is going to come in super cool as well. So the first thing we're going to want to make is a botanical brewery. Now, there isn't quest for this in the quest book, so some of you might not do this, but I'm going to show you anyway how to do this because this is super cool. So what we're going to want is a block of mana steel Here we go. And we're also going to need some living rock. We need 6 of those. Let's grab 6 living rock. And we're going to need a rune of mana, which we have just over here. Venas. And, oh, things are going on. I wouldn't be surprised if I start getting all my enchants again this episode. It's just a thing. Whenever I do an update, I get all my enchants again. Enchants, I get all of my achievements again. So there is that. We're going to need some... Well, we're going to need to make ourselves a brewing stand. So we're going to need 3 bits of you. And we're going to need 1 of you. Cool, cool. I've also done some more seeds, which we'll get into a little bit later. So I've done most of the seeds that we need now. We can probably get away with making an extreme... one of those stones. But there is our Botanical Brewery. Now this guy is going to require mana. You can't place a spark on top of it, so you're going to want to do that. I'm just going to put it here because these should all be hitting it if I place it in the way of our mana, our runic altar. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make ourselves some flasks. There's a section, you know, there's different types of flasks that you can have. There's ones that give you a couple of swigs. I don't actually know what the name of those are. Let's have a look in Botania. Because there's a few different types of flasks that we can make. There's like the jars, and there is these guys, the vials. There we go. So each one of these holds 4 swigs. So it's kind of like if you've played with blood magic, you can make the potion flasks that have multiple drinks out of. It's the same idea as that. So you get 4 from the vials, and you get 6 from the flasks, or the jars. Now, to be able to make these, we're going to need some alpha glass, and we need 3, and this would give us 3, I believe. Yeah, there we go, 3 alpha glass flasks. Now, obviously, bear in mind that you need to have done the portal to Alfheim to be able to get the alpha glass in the first place. So you need to have gone through that. But I don't think you need alpha glass for these. No, you just need mana glass, which is just glass inside some mana, giving you your mana glass. So, yeah, you can do those before you do these, but I would recommend that you do these because you just get more bang for your buck. Now, we've already got the Flask of Fortitude, which gives us resistance. We're going to be doing something with strength a little bit later on, but the one that I would like to do is a potion of regeneration. So to be able to do this, we're going to need Netherwarts, Ghast Tears, and Redstone. I think I have some Ghast Tears in here. Let's go grab ourselves a Netherwart and some Redstone. And this should give us a 6-swig flask of regeneration, which, you know, is pretty cool, right? So it should do the trick for us. But it is going to cost some mana, but I don't think it costs a huge amount. So we're going to place this on first. There we go. And then we're going to place you on that. And we're going to do this. And if you're making yourself a vial, not a flask, you do exactly the same thing, except you would place a vial on top. So that's pretty much that. Obviously, it's going to use more mana to make a flask than it would a vial, but hey, it's still going to work. It looks like these ones don't reach it. I think these guys here are going just past it. Yeah, it looks like it. These ones aren't firing. Oh well, that's fine. We're still going to get from this one. And it's already almost halfway, which is pretty good. So once this has done its thing, got all of its mana, gone all the way around, it's going to make a cool sound, and it's going to pop off the top, and that's going to give us our Flask of Regeneration. So we're going to have Fortitude, which gives us resistance 2 for 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's pretty good. And we're going to have a Regeneration 1, which should give us Regeneration... There we go, 2 minutes worth of regen. Obviously, you could go for the higher regen, but 25 seconds probably isn't going to do it for me. So I'd rather just go with this one. And now what we can do is we can imbue a necklace with potion effects, which are these guys here, Tainted Blood Pendants. Now, you can't imbue every potion effect of these. There are particular ones that you can't do, but the one that we are going to do is going to be this guy here, which is going to have a Brew of Vigor. So this guy here, this Tainted Blood Pendant with Strength 2, is going to go in my next slot in my baubles, and it's going to give me Strength 2, and it's going to use a small amount of mana from my... character's mana, which is currently being supplied via this band of mana, and that's going to do the trick for us. When I used these before, I found that they didn't actually use a great deal up. I did a Botania Let's Play, when I was doing that, I was using, and this is before these guys, because these have been nerfed, these Band of Auras now. Before they were nerfed, I didn't have to supply any mana at all. Like, it run off the Band of Mana, which, you know, Band of Aura, which is pretty OP. So, I'm guessing that's not going to be the case now. Otherwise, we basically have Strength 2 indefinitely, forever, as long as we're wearing a Band of Aura, which is a little bit strong. So let's start doing this. Now we're going to need to make ourselves a regular blood pendant. These are going to require prismarine shards. For those of you who don't know, obviously prismarine comes in 1.8, but We're playing 1.7.10. Botania adds a lot of the 1.8 blocks and items and such, and Prismarine and such. A lot like Gaia Surface adds these as well. I think Gaia Surface actually even adds the underwater temples. So that's pretty deep. But let's do some of these. So we're going to need some Nether Quartz. We need our Alchemy Catalyst. Let's go grab 4 of these, and this should give us that. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will do this for us. And I believe we already have a mana diamond in here. Yeah, we do. Good stuff. So let's do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously with these, you can use these to make the prismarine blocks. I believe you can make the prismarine lamps, the sea lanterns. You can do all of that, which is pretty cool. So there is that. We need a ghast tier. We need a mana diamond. So let's grab these guys. And this is going to work exactly the same as making the flasks, except we're going to do it with this. That's it. So we're going to need the same things we want. Actually, no, because we're going to need something a little bit different, aren't we? So let's have a look at the strength one. And this is the Brew of Strength. The Brew of Strength requires... Let's have a look on here, see if we can find it. Resistance, Bloodthirst, Fire Resistance. Where's the Brew of Strength? Oh, here it is. I was wondering where it was then. We need Nether Warts, Blaze Powder, and Glowstone Dust. Alright, let's go get that. This uses up a considerably large amount of mana, though. This does use up a fair bit more, so we'll grab these. Just making sure I got all the right stuff now. Oh, no, we need redstone, so Glowstone, Nether Wart, and Blaze Powder. Cool, cool. So yeah, this does use up a little bit more mana, but it is definitely worth it. So we're going to pop you on there. We'll do our Glowstone. Throw these in that. I can't remember if we can actually just... Oh, wasn't meant to do that. There we go. So we'll do you, and we'll do you, and boof, it's going to start doing its thing. There we go. Cool, cool. And currently in here we have pretty much a full mana pool. Last time I checked the one up there, I don't check that much because I have to kind of, nerd pole up there. But last time I checked that one up there, it was about half full. So, and it's been a few days since then, so I'm going to say that's about 3/4 full, that one up there. So we've got more than enough mana going into here. And this is doing its thing fairly fast, so there is that. Now, if we want to fight the Wither, we're going to need Wither Skulls. Now, they're not actually that hard to get. I've got them before. I kind of thought they were going to be hard to get because I haven't actually properly found a Nether Fortress yet. But you find the little skull guys with the little legs that run around on the floor. They're like little spiders. And those guys drop Wither Skeleton Skulls as long as there's a Wither one. So that's how I got my skull before. I used my manual and cleaver to basically guarantee me a chance of getting a skull, which is pretty good. And that's how I got it before. But what we're going to do this time is we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to make ourselves an extreme Infusion Stone, which is pretty deep. And this is going to allow us to do a lot more infusions. I don't actually know what it's going to let us, the seeds it's going to let us make afterwards, but it is pretty cool nonetheless. So we need to make one of these, extremely dedicated, for an extreme Infusion Stone. This is going to give us 4 Wither Skeleton Skulls, which is pretty good. So let's have a look at the Infusion. Oh, no, wrong one. Actually, no, that is right. It's an extreme Infusion Stone. Here we go. We're 1 off from a Master Stone. That is insane. Oh, this is actually going to show you what we're going to get with this one, I guess. So we can have Osmium, Cobalt, Ardite, Certus Quartz, Sulfur, Ghasts, and Withers. And that will do that for us. That's pretty cool. I like that. So for this, we're going to need Redstone, Glowstone, and Lapis. So let's get these first before I go all over the place. So Redstone, Lapis. We only want one of those. There we go. Redstone, Glowstone. We need Glowstone as well. Have I got Glowstone anywhere? What's this one? Gold. Glowstone? Glowstone, anybody? It's probably up over this way somewhere. Glowstone? Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Alright, so Redstone, Glowstone, Lapis. And we're going to need Diamond, Emerald, and Shard. So let's grab some of those. So Diamond, Emerald, and Shard. Cool, cool. And what else do we need? So we've got those. We need Creeper, Spider. Let's get those. What are these? Creeper? No, that's not Creeper. That's the other one. Which one is Creeper? I might have some in here, actually. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we want Creeper. And the last but not least one was Spider. I don't think I actually have... I don't think I've picked any of these yet. I think these are spider. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we got all those. That's good. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of the strong essence. And that's it. It's going to be pretty good. So here, let's grab it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, cool. Whenever I make the seeds, it gives you an option to be able to claim either the strong essence. Oh, there's our pendant. To grab the strong essence or grab some of the drops from the seeds. I always recommend taking the essence because you never know. You know, you're going to get the essence straight away anyway, so there's not really much point in doing that, but let's grab some of this. So let's get this show on the road. So we're going to want you. Oh, am I dropping some of these? Don't drop them. You. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, was it 3 or 4? 4, yeah. 4. I think that's everything. Yeah. Nice. All right. So this is going to be pretty deep, you know. We haven't made this yet, so it's going to be awesome. It's going to use up half a pool of mana, which is a fair amount, but we have got 3 of these firing in here, so it should do it fairly fast. Yeah, there we go. And we can see that going down. So that's going to do that for us. Now we have got our Tainted Blood Pendant, which is pretty cool. And this has the Brew of Vigor, which is Strength 2 associated with it. Now, like I said before, you can pretty much do most of these. But let's go on to Blood Pendant. But there's a few you can't do. So we have the Soul Cross, Feather Feet, Emptiness, Resistance, Regeneration, Regeneration 2. You can have Regeneration, that's pretty good. You can have the Jump Boost, Haste, Strength, Speed. It's the Uninfused one. Fire Resistance, Water Breathing, Invisibility, Night Vision, Feather, Emptiness, Bloodthirst. And I believe the Soul Cross is the Farmcraft one, which gives you warding, I believe. So that's pretty good. But there we go. So now we can place this on. And you'll see that we have Strength 2. And I'm basically just going to leave that there. And we're going to see how our mana does. So watch the bar at the bottom. We'll see if we... you know, need to take it off at any point. But last time I did this, that Greater Band of War was enough to give me enough mana to supply the strength. So we'll just keep an eye on it. I think it's gonna probably go down a little bit faster now because it was a little bit too strong. But that does that for us. That gives us our Extreme Infusion Stone. We should now be able to hand this in. It gives us some Extreme Essence and some Wither Skulls. That is all cool. And now, I'm going to go ahead and say we're ready to fight us a Wither. Oh, it's going to be glorious. So let's go and place these inside here. And we're going to use our Manualing Cleaver because it's pretty baller. So we're going to do that. And we're also going to want some Cell Sand. So I'll grab a load of here. I'm not intending on dying at all during this. So if I do die, I'm going to be very gutted. And for that reason, I'm not going to be putting any of my gear away because I'm mega lazy. So we're just going to take these. We'll put that in there. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's put you there. You there. Food. And our bow and arrow. Okay. I think we've got this. How are we doing for mana? We are actually losing mana. I can see it's gone a little bit down. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. So let's go find a place where we're going to fight this Wither that's going to be fairly good. So I think what I'm going to do, if I got any torches on me, I haven't. I'm going to break. Actually, no, we'll do the soul sand. So let's go over this way. And we're just going to keep running over here. I want to make sure that I don't lose myself, but I also don't want to do this too close to the base. Because Withers have a bit of a habit of running off when you don't want them to. So we're going to do it probably around here, I would say. That looks good to me. So we're going to place that there. That's the direction of the base. So just so we remember where it is. And let's build this. Cool beans. And we'll do you. And you. And let's have a drinky of these two. So we want some of this. Some of this. We have... Oh, that's so good. And let's pop you on top of there. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's wait for him to do his little Wither explosion thing. Any second now. There it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, our bow's actually doing some work. Oh, oh, oh. I haven't taken any damage yet. But I want to be real careful that I don't stand in any lava. Alright, we've gone on to... Oh, I thought we went on to the next phase then. Here it is. Alright. There we go. One wither in the bag. We didn't actually lose one heart of life that whole time. How good is that? Love it. And I'm pretty sure somewhere around here, unless it disappeared, I hope it didn't. I'm pretty sure I saw a wither's skull drop just then. Did we pick it up somehow? I don't think we did. I'm going to have to go watch that back. I'm pretty sure I saw a wither's head drop. I don't know if we can actually have a wither's head, because we've got that mod in that allows us to have heads. No. I don't think so. But it did kind of look like a wither's head drop just then. I was hoping my cleaver would get me a wither's head, you know, like a trophy to show what we've accomplished today. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but either way, that was a little bit too easy. Maybe we shouldn't have gone through the hassle of making all these, but at least we know that we've done it. I can take my blood pendant off for now, and I can pop that back on whenever I want to go deep. We've got ourselves a nether star. We've got ourselves a miniature yellow heart, which is going to be good because that means we can make another heart canister. I think we've already got one here, but we can make another one of those, which is good. And that should do the first part. Oh yeah, here's all the new stuff we're going to make. This should give us the first part of our Botania stuff. Yeah, so now we just need to make a bacon and some Gaia pylons, and it looks like the next fight we're going to do is going to be the Gaia Guardian fight, which is going to be pretty cool. So we'll do that. We'll get ourselves some Gaia Spirits. Once we have Gaia Spirits, I wonder if we're actually going to be able to make the... I can't remember the name of it now. Let's go on to Botania. Actually, no. I do remember the name of it. Tiara? Yeah. I wonder if we can make the flying tiara yet. That's going to require feathers, elementium, Gaia spirits. Oh, we need ender air in a bottle. I wonder if there's a way of making... I wonder if we go to the end in this. End portal frames. No. Alright. Maybe we don't. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't look like we can make end portal frame, but no, because I think all of the structures are taken off on this map. Alright, well, that sucks. I was hoping we'd be able to make the Flugel Tiara, but that's going to be a little bit too easy, isn't it? And to be able to make that now, you need to be able to use ender air, and you get that by bottling air in the end. Exactly as it sounds. So we're not going to be able to do that, but that's fine. We're getting to the point now where we can start going into the more of the tech stuff. But I'm trying to stick with the quest book, and at the minute the quest book doesn't want me to go into the tech stuff just yet. We'll get there eventually. But for now, that's going to be that, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We did a fairly decent amount today. You know, we did some mana brewing, we did some mana enchanting, got some awesome gear, made a blood pendant, got ourselves a nether star, killed the wither. All in all, pretty good episode. Cool beans. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one, as always. And bye-bye.